Hello everybody, my name is Julian Lopatin, I'm an Area Sales Manager at IDS, and today we want to unbox the IDS NXT Experience Kit. Our goal is to offer our customers the possibility to get their first experiences in AI vision and to test and build applications by providing the Experience Kit. The kit contains everything you need to capture images and to start AI image processing without any previous knowledge needed in programming or industrial image processing. There is no necessity to think about the required components to start with AI vision, because all you need is included inside the kit. I brought one with me. So let's jump in and take a look. Okay, what do we have here? First of all, our IDS NXT embedded device, a tripod adapter for easy mounting, a 16mm lens, a power supply with an adapter cable, an Ethernet cable, and our quick start card, where you can find our quick start guide on, which will lead you through your first steps using the Experience Kit, as well as your license code for the AI Vision Studio, where you can train your own neural networks. On the backside, you can find your activation key for a 6-month license for our cloud-based AI Vision Studio IDS Lighthouse. And on the front side, you can find a QR code, which leads you directly to our Getting Started guide. Our slogan is, "It's so easy," and that's what we want to provide for AI vision as well. Therefore, we have created that guide, which you can find on the card, and it will help you with your first steps using the Experience Kit. So, let's step through the guide together.
Right here, you can see all the components, once again, which are included in the Experience Kit, which I have shown before. Firstly, you have to create an IDS user account on our website if you don't have one so far. After that, you have to install the IDS NXT cockpit. The third point is to put the camera into operation by plugging in the network and the power supply cable. After that, you can open the NXT cockpit, and he should find the camera automatically by the integrated device finder. Next, you can log on your camera by using the initial password IDS. We recommend to do a firmware update if the camera does not use the latest firmware version. You can find it on the bottom below or on our website below the camera itself. On the camera, you will find some execute application examples with pre-trained networks. 2 of them are classifier networks and 1 is an object detector network, which recognizes persons, and the classifier can recognize different objects with the ImageNet 1000, for example. In our AI Vision Studio IDS Lighthouse, you can create your own vision solution. To get there, you have to log in on www.ids-lighthouse.ai, and you have to log in with your created user account and type in your license key, which you will find on your activation card. And right there, you can start with your own project in different difficulty levels. And there you just have to follow the workflow to get your own application running. All right, before we take a look at IDS Lighthouse, we will take a look at the NXT cockpit. As you can see, the cockpit is currently searching for devices, and I've now plugged the camera in, and the camera gets initialized And as soon as the device finder found the camera, it will be shown in the top left corner. This happens automatically, so you just have to wait a few seconds. And there we go. He found the camera, and you can log in with the initial password. As you can see, we have a live image right now, and I can place a ballpoint pen right there, for example. And on the dashboard, you can see the current live image, the result of the classifier, which is running, the system monitor, as well as some information about the NXT itself. We will move over to the application section. On the application section, you can change different settings, for example, general network user interface settings, as well as the camera settings, of course. On the left side, you can find 4 icons. The second one is the crawler. The crawler allows you to save images directly taken with the NXT and to save them on a safe path on your PC. The third image is the VApp Manager. The VApp Manager contains all the VApps which are on the NXT. In this case, you can see the classifier is running and it is shown on the left side. I can disable or enable it, and as soon as the classifier is enabled, it will be shown right here, and we will take a look on it. So as you can see in the classifier, we have 2 images. We have the camera image on the left side, the raw image, and the result image with the inference result on the right side. You can see he now finds the ballpoint pen with a probability of about 90%. We are now in the VApp section of the classifier. So right here you can see all the networks which are available or uploaded on this device. Now we have the ImageNet 1000 and the Critzel N. So as you can see, if I change the ballpoint pen to a ruler, you can see the inference result is ruler with a probability of about 70%. If you want to upload your own CNNs, which we will create in a few minutes, you can do it in this section right here. Okay, let's take a look at IDS Lighthouse. First of all, you have to log in with your IDS account, which you have created before, or you may already have one. And as soon as you log in for the first time, you have to type in your license key, which you can find on the license activation card, which is included in the Experience Kit. Now we can log in, and you will find the possibility to start a new project. In this case, you have 3 difficulty levels. The Learn level is getting to know the IDS Lighthouse workflow with sample projects. Configure, you can create your own projects based on predefined use cases, and create a new one gives you full freedom, and you can start an empty project. But no worries, it's not as difficult as it sounds. So I have done that before. We will create a new one, and this is the new workflow. So as soon as you're in this user interface, you can change the title, for example, and you can move over to grab some images. I have taken some images with the NXT, with the crawler before, and you can find some tips for the best training conditions right here, as well as you will find further information in the manual. If you move over to the labeling, you can see you have 2 groups right here, the annotations and the unboxing NXT. The unboxing NXT is a data set. So if you want to create a new data set with new images, you can do it right here. I have done that before. And in the data set are CP and LE cameras included, which I have captured with the crawler and the NXT cockpit. And below annotations, you can see there are 2 labels. There are the CP cameras and the LE cameras. As soon as you have captured the images and you have trained the annotations, or the labels, you can move over to the training. And in the training, you can start a new task. And the new task could be either a classification, object detection, or an anomaly detection. In this case, we want to classify the cameras. We want to know if it's a CP camera or an AD camera. So we want to use the classification. And you can see the new training task starts. We can change the name here as well. You also can notify someone, and you can work in collaborations if you want to in this project. In this case, we don't want to, so we just skip this. And now we have to choose a data set where the training comes from. In this case, we have the Unboxing NXT dataset. We can click on it and you can see, okay, we have 2 groups of annotations, the total number of images, and the names of the annotation. Now you can see the distribution key. So basically, the network will use 70% of the images for the training and 30% of the images for the validation. You also can change the name if you want, which will be shown later on the cockpit. And you can modify and duplicate image data. So if you have some changes in lighting, or the brightness could verify, then you can activate those things. So you can see I can make it more dark or less dark. I also can change the color values if, for example, some changes can happen right there. And the data set gets modified and duplicated images with different brightnesses and different color values, for example. We recommend just to activate what really could happen in the real environment. Otherwise, there could be some images which aren't possible in the real application. As soon as you have done the augmentation, you can start the training. The training takes about 10, 15, 20 minutes. And after that, you can download your neural network right here on this button. And you can upload it in the VApp section in the NXT cockpit, as I have shown before. You also can create your own vision app. So if you want to create your own vision app, you can do it in the build section. So you can start creating a new vision app. And the vision app allows you to do some graphical programming, for example, logics and loops and math operators inside the NXT itself. If you want some further information of how to use Blockly and how to code with Blockly, we will link some videos in the video description, as well as you can take a look on our Vision channel. If you have created your Vision app, you can download Vision app and neural network, and you can run them on your NXT. And congratulations, you have created your own neural network and your own Vision app. If you have any further questions, take a look in the description, take a look on our Vision channel, or just ask us. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for your attention. That was how to work with the IDS NXT Experience Kit. If you want to purchase a kit, you can do it on our website, or if you have any further questions, just feel free to ask us. Thank you.